So you've got in your head that picture perfect swing. You think, right, that's it, I've nailed it. Then you look back at it and you've got your arms and elbows flying everywhere that you don't want them to go. So today we're going to go through the main reason why this potentially is happening. So welcome to Mark Amy Golf. Let's get stuck in. Right, so that perfect swing is out the window. So the reason for it. So far in the last couple of videos we've covered the C posture, so the rounding of the upper spine, and then the restriction of the lats. So these are all connected. So the next one is your shoulder mobility. So if you've been trying to get that turn, that good nice high reach up, and you've been very frustrated by it, you've ended up with a shaft like crossing over, putting to the right of the target, or suddenly you've got a flying elbow, that kind of idea, and you're thinking, well, why is it doing that? So that is to do with your shoulder mobility combined potentially with the C posture and the restriction in the lats. So they're all connected. So if you haven't seen those videos, please check them out now. This is our next one. So this is our 90-90 test. So this is testing the shoulder mobility, which I do ask quite a few times in my coaching sessions. And generally the answer is, yeah, shoulder mobility is fine. Then we do the test and we find out otherwise. So quite straightforward. So you stand nice and upright, put your arm out, bend at the elbows so you are in a 90-90 position, and then slowly rotate the arm back. Make sure there's no pain. If there's any pain, stop. So you're seeing how far you can go back. So then you've got your checkpoint there in relation to the spine. So if it's gone past your spine, you then go into your posture position. This is when it's a lot harder, so you've got the restriction of the neck and the T-spine. So that's where that C posture comes in. If that's quite rounded, that will restrict that movement. So you're trying to make sure your upper back is as flat as possible. Same move, so arm out, bend at the elbow and rotate back, and you're trying to match the previous one you just did. If you struggle with that, then that is going to have a massive effect on your golf swing. So if you are looking for, like I said, that perfect swing, and you look back at it and it's not happening, that is one of the main reasons for that. So that can cause that flying elbow coming out, which, as long as you don't swing too far back, you've had some of the best players in the world who have got that particular position at the top there. So Couples being one of them, Nicholas being the other, and they both did, reasonably all right. So as long as you don't push it too far, as long as you keep the club still in front of you, if you get too far behind, it will then cross over, which will then potentially cause you to come too far from the inside or get that early extension into the ball. So that's what you want to avoid, is purely reducing the length of the swing down. Sometimes it's difficult to do that, so it's more putting in the restrictions, so making everything a bit more solid, restricted, so then that will stop the length of the swing. My most successful way to attack this, if you struggle with that shoulder mobility, is then to allow yourself to swing it flatter, get that elbow more tucked in so it's got a much flatter plane. So when you come back through to the ball, it's a lot easier to attack it with the mobility of that shoulder. If you struggle on the way through and you always find it difficult, you end up with that upright position and that forearm almost blocking your face as you come up and you can't really see the target, then that will be another restriction potentially with the shoulder as well. So make sure you test both shoulders. The easiest way to get around that one, because you'll be leaving the club face open, is to then strengthen that grip. If you're not sure how to do that, that would be the increase of knuckles in the top hand. So that would be more knuckles on display. So you're moving the hand more over the top. So if you've got 1.5, you want to increase it to a minimum of at least 2.5 and put that right hand in sync. So that will then feel a lot more shut, and you would then get more chance to then close that club face on the way through. If you can do a big body turn, that will help also, but if you're restricted in that, then the route to go is to strengthen that grip. So if you've been looking for that perfect swing and you then see a more Jim Furyk swing, not there's anything wrong with that, or Fred Couples or Nicklaus, which is that suddenly that's a few $1 million they've won between them. Don't then get frustrated. Check your shoulder mobility. That could be one of the reasons behind it, along with the C posture, along with the lat restrictions, and then work with it. Like I said, swing it flatter, strengthen the grip, don't swing it as fast so it's not crossed over, and then it will feel a lot more comfortable. You won't get frustrated, you won't have to concentrate on what the body's doing. You can concentrate on the shot and start enjoying your golf. Thank you for watching. Comment, thumbs up, subscribe, and see you soon.